What's up, gamers? Welcome to the show where I keep you guys updated on the latest in gaming news. But before we get into today's episode of the gaming news, let's take a look at today's clip of the day. Clip of the day.
A car on fire on Palomino Avenue in South Florida.
Get to cover! Shoot this fool! Go screw! We got a man down! Fuck you! Hands it! Let's get him! Gotta reload! I'll cover you! Yes. Nowhere to run! Get this! Take care! Ready! Copy that! Son of a bitch!
So yeah, that was our clip of the day for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. But now let's get into our first news report of the day. And our first news report for today is about Goat Simulator, because the guys over at Coffee Stain Studios have released a brand new trailer for the upcoming DLC. And this is a pretty funny DLC. It isn't going to just add like a few more things here and there to the game, but it's going to turn the entire Goat Simulator world into a zombie apocalypse. Now, I do recommend you guys go and watch the trailer for the DLC, even if you don't play the game, because the whole trailer is actually taking the piss and having a go at all of the other open world zombie survival games like H1Z1 and DayZ. And it's actually extremely hilarious. But if you are thinking of grabbing this DLC, it's going to include a brand new map, a whole new crafting system, survival mode, and of course, zombies. The DLC is going to be coming out tomorrow on May the 7th on the PC and will cost around $4.99. And there's also been, so far, no word whether this is going to be coming to the Xbox One or the Xbox 360, but I'm sure we'll hear about it over the next couple of weeks or so. And I'm sure this DLC is going to create a whole lot of dumb, hilarious videos all over the internet. But if you want to go check out the zombie survival trailer for Goat Simulator, it will be linked in the description below. But now to our next piece of gaming news, and it's about the next Tony Hawk Pro Skater game. In the latest issue of Game Informer magazine, there was an article that revealed the next Tony Hawk's game, and it's going to be called Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. Along with the name, we also found out that Tony Hawk will be a playable character in the game. There's going to be new additions, including power-ups and projectiles that we can use during specific missions. Hopefully this doesn't fuck up the game. And there's also going to be online competitive and co-op modes for the multiplayer. At the moment, this game is set to be coming to PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One later this year, and they've also got plans for the game to come to the older consoles as well shortly after. I was personally a big fan of the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games when they were out like 10 years ago on the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, but like since then the games have sort of like dropped off and become pretty bad. So hopefully with this new Pro Skater game, they go back to their roots of the game and actually produce another good Pro Skater that feels like the old ones. But when I hear things like firing projectiles and using power-ups, it makes me think that they're once again going to completely shit the bed. Anyway, speaking of shitting the bed, and that has exactly nothing to do with our next news piece of the day, because our next and last piece of gaming news for today is about the announcement of all of EA's upcoming titles for the next year. And in this list that EA released earlier today, we can see that it includes all of the usual games that we are expecting, like FIFA 16 and Madden 16 and Battlefront, but it also shows us that Mirror's Edge is planned to be released sometime between January and March in 2016, and that a new Plants vs. Zombies game is also in the works. So yeah, they're all the titles that have been announced by EA so far, and who knows, we might even get some more announcements for some more games at this year's E3. But I'm sort of guessing that EA's press conference is going to consist of just like a heap of Star Wars Battlefront news, but hopefully, and I'm sure, we'll still get a little bit of information about all these games as well. And that's gonna be it for today's gaming news. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button as always, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well. You can follow me there if you want to know what I'm up to on a day-to-day basis, and if you want to know exactly when the next video is going to be coming out. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Honestly haven't tried tried this feature, but it's sort of hard to imagine that something you physically know isn't real can actually have this much effect on you. And it's sort of disappointing that this was removed, because this would have actually been pretty cool to try out. And it's not like I want to experience committing suicide, guys, but